Hi, I'm back. It's Crystal, and I'm going to hit on an area I promised that I would deal with. I talked about it before. I'm getting a lot of feedback from my classes, from my students, males and females. When I ask them to get over certain things in their past, the one thing that seems to stick out the most, they can't get over the exes. My ex did this, and my ex did that. And, we've got to take some responsibility for the people that we let in our lives. Because if we hadn't chosen them, we wouldn't have all this baggage now that we need to unpack and get rid of. So now let's just be honest. We chose someone for the moment instead of for your purpose. Where are you going? Where are you going to end up career-wise? What is your life going to be like? You have to pick someone for your destiny, not for your need right now. We grow and we change, and the person that you choose needs to be able to handle you in all of your seasons. Seasons meaning the good times, the bad times, when you struggle with infirmities in your body, when you have money, when you don't, when you're at a place of confusion, when you're spiritually having some trauma. People need to be able to handle you and carry you and support you. But we don't check for that. And guys, you know you're famous for falling for the sister because you guys are very visual. So a sister knows all she's got to do is take a cheap $25 and go into one of those cheap beauty supply places and put on an image that will draw your attention. And once she's got your attention, it doesn't matter what's going on with her on the inside because you don't get to see that till several months down the line or 2 or 3 babies down the line. And then that mask falls off. But we've got to be more particular. You ought to have a criteria. You ought to have an agenda that she needs to meet up to because of where you're going. She needs to fit where you're going to be in 10 or 15 years. Someone who can compliment you. Someone who has seen you walk through your journey and walk through your processing. And the same needs to be for her. No need in picking on everybody else that's dropped you or that you had to break up with. It happens. But if you want to cut down on the trial and error and all the heartbreak and the issues, let's take some responsibility. We picked these people. We chose them. We let them in way too fast and gave them way too much access. And we never really checked to see if they were capable of handling you. Just because a person wants to be with you doesn't mean that they can carry you. It doesn't mean that they're equipped to love you. Everyone who gives you some attention doesn't mean you're supposed to be with them. You have to check it out. People come into your lives for different reasons during different seasons, and you have to be able to sort that out and know the difference. Now, the truth is, if we looked a little closer and dug a little deeper, we wouldn't be hurt so often by so many. So let's get serious about who we're choosing. Let's ask ourselves before we invest into someone and put in our personal resources and move them in and start having babies by them. Let's make sure they are credible and that they can handle you, that they can carry you, and that 10, 15 years from now, you can look to your left and to your right and say, that's the right man for me. I've got the right woman by my side. Take some time and look seriously and see what they're about.